Step into the cottage, the air feels strange. Gemini candles flicker, cards rearrange. Auntie Kara whispers, what's your plight? Under her gaze, stars ignite, ignite. Shadows dance on the walls, truth on the tongue. The deck flips fast, your song just begun. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Kara's never knows your soul. From Gemini's twins to the blackest hole. The moon's in your corner, but the fool's in play. A pinnacle shines, what's it trying to say? Swords cut deep, cups overflow. Auntie Karen's eyes see what you don't know. Stars align, but cars collide. Mystic wisdom, no place to hide. What's your question? She'll get the answer. Spin the wheel, it's a cosmic dancer. Auntie Karen Sarah knows your soul. From Gemini's twins to the blackest hole.
Hey y'all, what's up? It's mini reading day. Whoop whoop. We've got a few. We don't have a big list tonight, so we may finish up early, but we still have some availability. So if you do want to get in, go ahead. It's a good night to get a mini reading. Let's see what's up. Let's clear the energy, guys. Here we go. All right. There we go. What's up? What's up? How's everybody doing? Hey, Mystic. What you doing? Hey, Stacy. How are you? Good to see you, love bug. What's wrong, Mystic? Oh, well, I'm glad I'm here. I'm glad I'm here. CJ in the house. How you doing, CJ? It's good to see your beautiful face, as always. Oh, what's up? Happy Friday night, you guys. Happy Friday night. What's up? Let's see what's going on. Oh, goodness, Mystic. I am so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. It can be rough. Those can be rough. Green-eyed Devil. Hey, sweetie. I didn't know if you'd be here. I hope you feel okay. Oh, you did, CJ? That's nice. That's nice. Hello, Monica. How are you? Good to see everybody. All right. So, Gabrielle. Okay, that sounds good, Mystic. Gabrielle is up first. Oh, this is Soft Affair. Hey, Lala. How are you? Well, thank you. Thank you for being here. That's so sweet. All right. Soft Affair, are you here? I'm going to wait just a minute more and see and let folks, trickle in. But Soft Affair is kind of cute, is up first. I know that is a cute name, isn't it? Green-eyed Devil. La la love. That's adorable. But I've got Gabrielle, Stacy, and Napaconda so far. There are some cool screen names on YouTube in general. Some of y'all get so creative with your screen names. Some of them are funny. Some are just good, Anyway. Yeah, they get pretty creative. Yeah, they can be hilarious. Yes, they can be. Green-eyed Devil, are you okay? I'm worried about you. I hope you're okay. All right. Let's go ahead and start on Gabrielle. This is Soft Affair. What? Let's see. You know how like you name your wife? Yes, Pretty Fly. Oh, that is cute. You know, Green Eyed Devil in my old neighborhood. There were two neighbors, and one of them, like you could see the when they would pop up whenever you would, look for your internet or whatever. One of my neighbors, I never figured out who it was, but one of my neighbors had a Wi-Fi named I fucked the neighbor. And the other, there was somebody else that said, which neighbor? It was hilarious. Hey, Kate, yours just came in. Yeah, they did. It was funny. Moody Blue. My car is blue, and I'm an Elvis fan. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Kate, I got you. You're after Napaconda. Let me put you on the screen. And then after that, we're going to read. Here we go. You got it in? Okay, good deal. Hey, Co-Create, what's up with you? How you doing? All right, Gabrielle, this is Soft Affair. All right, here we go. Let me timestamp for Gabrielle. We get started. Let's see what's up. All right, Gabrielle. One, she did two questions. One, which creative project should I focus on to bring recognition? And then, about to start online dating, do my angels, guides have anything to say about that? Yes, we will get both of those things. Gabrielle, I do have a question for you, because what I need to do, see, I can't, on the first question, which creative project should I focus on to bring recognition? I have to be specific and say, creative project number one, creative project number two, because the tarot is not going to tell me to focus on, and I'm just going to make stuff up because I don't know what, but like writing a book, it's not specific like that, but it will read the energies if you tell it which creative project. So I can look at the energies on a couple of different creative projects if you want. Is she here? Because I definitely need I need some help. And if she's not here, I may have to skip her and come back. In fact, I may just do that. Let me just do that. All right. If Soft Affair comes in, just let her know that I've got a question about her question. We'll come back to her. All right. So, Stacy, I'm going to read for you next. All right, let's see. Let's read for Stacy, and let me timestamp for Stacy real quick. All right, here we go. Oh, that's hilarious, CJ. That's hilarious. All right, so Stacy is asking about Rodney. How did Rodney feel about them reporting me for titty bumping? Gosh, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up with Mr. Rodney. How did Rodney feel about this being reported? How did Rodney feel about this being reported? How did Rodney feel about this being reported? How did Rodney feel about this quote unquote titty bump being reported? How did he feel about this titty bump being reported, this report being made? How did he feel about that? Yeah, booby bump, right? How did he feel about that? How did he feel about that? What's his thoughts about that? How did he feel about that? Yeah, I remember that from last time, Stacy. Because I thought that was the craziest thing. Let's see what Rodney thought about it. Let's see what Rodney thought. Four of Swords. It worried him. He was very unsettled by it. Four of Swords in reverse, Queen of Pentacles in reverse, Four of Wands in reverse. Unsettled. It bothered him. It like stressed him because the Four of Swords in reverse speaks to, I mean, the literal meaning of that can be anxiety, fear, staying up at night. So it definitely bothered him. Okay. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. He may have felt like, I'm going to get a little bit more on that. I think I know why the Queen of Pentacles is here, but in the reverse, but I want to get a little bit more on this. But he definitely found it unsettling, unnerving that happened. Unsettling, unnerving, with the Four of Swords in reverse and the Four of Wands in the reverse. Let's get a little more. He feels like it's he feels like it's, okay, I was right. I was right on the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. He feels like someone's obsessed with him. He feels like somebody had ulterior motives. There's somebody here that wants him, and he knows it. And I don't know, and they're obsessed with him. It could be somebody that he has history with, because that's coming out as well. But we definitely have some obsessive energy, okay, if that makes sense. All right. Somebody that did this for selfish reasons. All right. But it is somebody that romantically is obsessed with him. No, I don't think it's you. He feels like it's somebody else. I don't think so. Because the thing is, it's about the report, not about that it happened, but about the report, remember? That's his reaction. Well, that's true too. It's somebody that's jealous. It is not you. It is another person. It's another person. And it's a sneaky whore. It's a sneaky bitch. Seven of Swords. He felt like it was somebody sneaky. He felt like it was really like a snake that's obsessed with him in some way. He may also feel like that's somebody that tries to sabotage him with the Three of Cups here in the reverse. But again, it's for selfish, obsessive reasons. All right. And you know what's interesting? Okay. That you're probably right. Okay. When he gets mad, it turns around. That to me makes sense. And I do think with the Page of Cups here, I was just about to say this is somebody that has in some way flirted with him or expressed interest in him. Okay. But it's sneaky. She's very sneaky. Because I got the Seven of Swords, Page of Cups. So that's, you know, she's in some way verbalized her interest in him with the Page of Cups here. But she's a snake. All right, with the Seven of Swords. She's a very self-serving person. She does want him. She absolutely wants him. He knows it too, and he is not interested in her. He's not interested in her. Hey, Brenda, how you doing? He's definitely not interested in her. But, and you've got fours all over the place. I don't know if that's just, but just know that fours are all over this reading. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, right? think he's rejected this woman in the past, Stacy. And I think that's some of the problem is she's kind of a bitter bitch. I think he's rejected this person in the past. I think that's, yeah, that's what's up. That's what I feel. You'll have to let me know if that makes sense to you, Stacy. But that's what I got. Did you, Brenda? She works in corrections. Yeah. You're welcome, Stacy. He found it unsettling. He definitely feels like it was some obsessed person, and he's not talking about you. He made that very clear. That he said there's a third party and she's interested and I'm not. And she's sneaky and I don't trust her. That's what I literally got from what he thought. So I think he suspects probably the same person you do. All right, next up is Napakonda. I hope that helped you, Stacy. And thank you, as always, for booking. Always appreciate it. Good. Good. Okay, so Napakonda asks, who am I going to marry with? When, where, and how we meet is the one I'm dealing with right now is the one. All right, so you paid for one question and you asked for three. Fortunately for you, 2 out of the 3 of them, if you'd read the directions, you'd know I can't answer those anyway. My cards do not. Hey, Conda, my cards don't have names. Okay, so I can't tell you the name of your partner, and I cannot give you a timeline because tarot does not tell the answer when, but I cover all of that in the terms and stuff that you agreed to. But what I can do is tell you if the one right now that you're dealing with is going to be lasting, which is fine because you paid for one question and that's what we will work on, that one question. All right. So let's see what we got. Give me the energies around the connection that Napakonda is currently dealing with. Give me the energies around that connection going forward. Tell me what that connection is like and now and going forward. Tell me what that connection is like now and going forward. Tell me what that connection is like now and going forward. For Napakonda. Tell me what that connection is like now and going forward, please. What is that connection like now and going forward? The person that she is currently dealing with. Give me the energies around the person that Napakonda is currently dealing with going now and going forward, please. The Moon card, there's a lot of unknowns. This person may, Ace of Cups in reverse. Justice card. What's going on here? There's something hidden with the Moon card. There's something you're not seeing. There's something you're not seeing. And with the Ace of Cups in reverse, I don't know that this person is going to really take things to the next level like you would like. This person does not want to treat you unfairly, but at the same time, there's just a lot of things that you're not seeing. And I'm going to see if I can see those for you with the Moon card, Napakonda, about this connection. Let's see. Two of Wands, Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Swords in the reverse. So, Napakonda, what I'm really getting is that this person may be dealing with more than one person. You may find that out. In fact, this person, I don't think this person is single, Napakonda. I think this person is dealing with somebody else. Or hung up on an ex, and I see them going back to somebody in their past, but I think this person is not telling you something. They're involved with, there's a third party here with the Moon card. I've got the Two of Wands. There's another person here that this person is dealing with, hung up on, possibly already committed to. And Seven of Cups. This person's non-committal. I kind of feel like this. I think there's a good possibility that I don't see this person committing to you. I think there is somebody else that is important in their life, but I think they cheat on them too. I think this person is just possibly like a serial cheater. Yeah. This is not a good person. They're very dishonest. So no, this is definitely not something that is going to go to the next level at all. Hierophant reversed, Hangman in reversed. This again, it's just not going to. Seven of Wands. This person is just closed off to anything, Napakonda. I don't. There's nothing here to suggest that this would even be a thing, let alone last. I don't even see it, you guys being together. If you are, I don't see it lasting. Yeah. So that's what I got on that connection, love. That's what I got. That's what I got. But there's some things you don't know. There's something that I definitely see that you got, that this person is hiding from you, Napakonda. If that makes sense. Hey, Richard, how are you doing? Hey, Maria. We did an all signs earlier today, Richard, if you're looking for a specific sign, a general reading, but we're doing paid readings now. So if you want to book a reading, you definitely can, Richard. I need to know. Let's see here. I need to hear from Soft Affair because I don't know what to do about that question. Anissa, I've got you. You said you put in a thing, Mystic Born. Let me see if I can find yours. Mystic Born, I do not have it. Did you send it directly to my PayPal suites? Thank you, Conda. Because it has not come through. I've got Kate and Anissa. It may not have come through yet, but Mystic Born, if you sent one, I hadn't got it yet. You didn't do a Cash App, did you? Yeah, go check. All right, Kate. Yes, I can tell you, Maria, but you need to book a reading. Maria, follow the directions at the top of the chat, love bug. All right. I'm not doing any free readings or super chat. All right, so Kate. All right, Miss Kate. Let me timestamp for you, Kate. Here we go. So Kate met a new guy. Okay. a Cancer, hot and cold. What's going on? And then 2, Scorpio X still liking my post on Insta. What's going on? I'm a Gemini. 531. That's right, because you're the day after me. Kate, let's see about this Cancer and what's going on with this hot and cold baloney crap. Give me the energies of this Cancer toward Kate, the Gemini. Why the hot and cold? What's going on here with this Cancer? Why the hot and cold? Why the hot and cold from this Cancer? Why the hot and cold from this Cancer? Why the hot and cold from this Cancer? Why the hot and cold from the Cancer, please? Why the hot and cold from the Cancer? Why the hot and cold from the Cancer? Why the hot and cold from the Cancer toward Kate? Why the hot and cold from the Cancer toward Kate, the Gemini? Why the hot and cold from the Cancer toward Kate, the Gemini? Why the hot and cold, please? What's going on with the Cancer? Okay. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Chariot in the upright. 4 of Cups in the upright. He doesn't really, to be honest, what I'm getting is that he's not consistent himself in his feelings. I know that sounds strange, but that's kind of what I'm picking up. It's like he himself goes back and forth. There's times he want to make, Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. That can be here for one of 2 reasons. There can be ulterior motives. It can also be that he's holding back from doing anything, or he's a little bit shy about offering something. The Chariot card, though, is full throttle ahead, but then we have the 4 of Cups where I'm just not that into you. So I want to see what's going on, because it could be with that 4 of Cups. Sometimes that's a place card, placeholder. So we're going to get that Ace of Pentacles in reverse and see if there's ulterior motives. He may be trying to make somebody jealous, something of that nature. I want to delve into this Ace of Pentacles rather in the reverse. That specifically can mean somebody that comes toward you with ulterior motives. Magician card came out sideways. He didn't know if he wants to give to this or not. That's the challenge. Do I really want to do this? This is odd, but we're going to find out, okay? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. Why? Talk to me about the Ace of Pentacles here in the reverse. World reverse. You said he's a new guy. He's hung up on somebody. He's not healed. Okay. He's got unfinished business. Okay. Listen, he has got his mind on the past. His ex. He's hung up on the ex with the world reverse. He's not healed. He's not over that. You said you sensed that. Yeah. And so what I feel like is that Ace of Pentacles is in reverse because he has ulterior motives. 4 of Cups tells me he's not really that into it. And he's kind of marking time. That could be somebody that's a placeholder. Do I think that's you? Unfortunately, I do, Kate. I think that he's marking time with you, but hoping to get the ex back. Flat out. And I think that's why he's hot and cold. And quite honestly, 8 of Pentacles in the reverse, that can speak to his attention being elsewhere or his energy being elsewhere. And it definitely is. It definitely is elsewhere. It's on somebody in the past. So if I had to guess, I think he is marking time with you. I think he definitely unfortunately, is thinking that you might be a means to make the ex jealous, to get back with the ex, something of that nature. He looks conflicted on here as well. He is conflicted. We have that magician come out sideways. So it's almost like a manipulative energy with that. It's definitely the challenge card. And it's like, what I get from that coming out sideways is when he does do things toward this, is he doing them for the right reasons? Again, oh, yeah. He's still hung up. Yeah. See, and here's your red flag, Kate. Here's your red flag. Just ended a connection. Fresh out of a connection. There's your red flag right there. You may have missed it, but on those dating apps, you run across people a lot that are there on the rebound. They've just ended something. They definitely have loose ends. They've not healed. Yeah. So next time you're on the dating app and somebody says that, don't walk, run. Because that's a big red flag for you, Kate, is this person is not over their ex. Okay. Whenever they King of Cups in reverse, they're just not emotionally available. He's just not emotionally available. He's in love with his ex. That's the problem. Okay. If he's in love with anybody. Well, yeah. And the reason that you guys had chemistry, Kate, is because you were vibrationally aligned. And I'm going to tell you something you probably don't want to hear, Kate, but you're still hung up on that Scorpio. And that's why there was a spark. That's why you guys had chemistry. I have a complete video that explains why you had a spark with this guy. And you will continue to have sparks with people like this until you change your own energetic vibration. Right? So that's what's up. Oh, wow. Well, I got you, Mystic. We'll look at it in a second. Yeah, not healed and not ready. Exactly. Yeah, don't even go on a date with somebody that's fresh out of a relationship, because it takes both time and work to heal. And if they're fresh out of a relationship, there's no way that they've done the work because they haven't had time to do the work. Anytime somebody tells you that, that's a big red flag. All right, let's look at the Scorpio. What's going on with the Scorpio toward Kate, the Gemini? What's going on with the Scorpio toward Kate, the Gemini? What's going on with the Scorpio toward Kate, the Gemini? Oh, Mystic, you sent me a cash app. Okay, I got you. You're after Anissa. All right, what's going on with the Scorpio toward Kate? What's going on with the Scorpio toward Kate, the Gemini? What's going on with Scorpio toward Kate, the Gemini? Lover's card came out sideways. That deep, intense connection between you two. He's definitely stalking you. We saw the Page of Swords fly out as well. Let's see. That's right, Kate. That's right. Give me the Scorpio toward Kate. Give me the Scorpio toward Kate. Give me an update. There you go, Kate. There you go. Give me the Scorpio. Queen of Cups in the reverse. Two of Swords. Hermit. Withdrawn. Why is the Queen of Cups here in the reverse? He may be hiding his feelings with the Two of Swords here coming out behind that, or not wanting to acknowledge his feelings. He may be trying to push those down. Let's see. I know we've seen a lot from this Scorpio. Give me the Queen of Cups in reverse. Give me the Queen of Cups in reverse. He is so sneaky. He is so sneaky. It's like he's scheming. He is like, he thinks he is so stealth. Page of Swords in reverse. Kate, can I tell you, I know that you can tell when he watches your stuff on Instagram. I don't think that he thinks you can. I don't think he realizes that you can see that stuff. I may be wrong on this, but I don't think that Scorpio realizes you can see this stuff. He thinks he is being stealth. He thinks he is being so quiet and secretive and sneaky and not letting anybody know. He doesn't know you can see this, Kate. He doesn't know. He does not know. He feels ignored. He's trying to. Tower reversed. King of Cups in reverse. So this is the thing. You know, we've read for him a good bit, Kate. So I do know why these cups are coming in reverse, and the Two of Swords in the upright. The Two of Swords in the upright, he's trying to block his feelings. He's trying to push his feelings down and repress his feelings, very much in an avoidant energy with the Tower reversed, okay? Acting withdrawn. He thinks he is so sneaky. He thinks he's so smart. I mean, I swear to God, he really does. This is kind of comical. And you know, he does. And you know what? Just let him keep thinking that. That's all right. But he is an avoidant. He's got major trust issues. He is an avoidant, which is why he's pushing those feelings down. All right. That's what's up here. So you're right. And he's energy. It's like crazy because, and even when we were shuffling, the Lovers card flew out. It's like there's this deep connection between you two. A lot of unfinished. Yeah, he's putting in a lot of effort for something he doesn't care about. Yeah, he does. And so he does care about it. That's what I'm saying. He definitely has a dog in this hunt. He definitely cares. He just doesn't want anybody to know it. Oh, really? Isn't that interesting? You know, I have seen in the past, he's consistently shown up in the past that he was going to come towards you. I don't see that right now. I don't see that in the energies, but I will look at that specifically, Kate, and see if we see it because I am curious. But he thinks he's being stealth. You're his weak spot. You're his weak spot. Yeah, I think he is. I think he's got I think he's got a lot of issues. I don't even know if I would call it emotionally immature. What I would call him is very wounded. And as a result, kind of one of those situations of hurt people, right? And so I think that anybody that he would be with, yeah, he's manipulating himself into thinking he is in control. Absolutely. Absolutely. I'm going to see specifically if we see him making any contact with you to speak of. But it's like he's intentionally pushing his emotions down. Yes, I see all of that. The dismissive avoidant with unresolved trauma. Yes, definitely. But he's very hung up on you, very withdrawn. He internalizes a lot, which we see that in other ways too, with the Hermit card and some of this other stuff. He internalizes a lot. World reversed. There it is right there. You guys are very entangled energetically, all right? You're very entangled with the World card in the reverse. He's going to make contact with you. He's going to reach out to you. Ace of Swords. I've got communication coming. He wants you. He's gonna. I got this consistently with this guy that he's coming back around. Have I not? And now that I pulled for that, I got it again. Eight of Cups reversed, Ace of Swords, Empress. He's going to want to offer you something again. He's going to want to get back with you. But I would caution you about that, Kate, because he's got so much issues that I don't want to see you become collateral damage in his subconscious effort to sabotage his own happiness. And that's what it would be for anybody that got with him at this point. But I am consistently seeing him coming back around toward you. But lots of unfinished business here. You guys are very energetically entangled, and it's not a healthy thing. That's why I'm using the words entangled. Yeah, it's not healthy. It's entangled. It's very entangled. And even the cards suggest that, even my cards, it's not a healthy, he's got emotion for you. He does, but what he does with it is just, but I don't want to see you get hurt, Kate. You're a sweet girl. And I know you love him. I have no doubt in my mind. And I know he loves you. And that makes it really, really difficult. But what you got to do, Kate, is you got to embrace that air energy in your chart and make a head over heart decision. And you got to look at the facts. And you got to it's okay if you love that Scorpio. You can give your permission to yourself all day long to love that Scorpio. But what you got to do is love Kate more. That's what you got to do. You got to love Kate more than the Scorpio. Oh, really, Kate? You'll have to let me know about that. But yeah, Kate, absolutely. You're a sweet girl. I've been reading for you for a while. You ended up leaving. Oh, wow. I've been reading for you for a while, Kate. You're a sweet girl. You're a good person. You're a smart person. You're not a dummy. And you know what's up with this. And I want to see you happy. And I want to see you succeed. And I want to see you heal. And I mean, I'd love to see the Scorpio heal, but he's got a lot to work on. He is in therapy. Well, yeah. I don't see him. He's not healed yet. I can tell you that. But it's going to take years for him to get through all this, and the right therapist, not just a therapist, but the right therapist. And he's got to want to do the work. And right now, I mean, he's fighting it. I'm literally picking up that he's fighting doing the work. CJ. So that's what's up. That's what's up. But I hope that helped you, Kate. I hope that helped you, love. I'm going to update the list on the screen. After Kate is Anissa and then Mystic. Hey, Soft Affair. Oh, okay. So what I may do is I'll go ahead and do you next if you want, Gabrielle. Let me switch over. Anissa, give me a second. I'm going to go back. I'm going to double back and get to Gabrielle. And then we'll come back and do you because I had to skip Gabrielle. I'm glad you're here. And Kate, I hope that helped you, love. You sure you want me to do Anissa? Okay. In fact, you are welcome, my love. You are welcome. All right, so we're going to do Anissa. We'll do Anissa. All right, so Anissa is up next. I'm glad to hear that. All right. All right, so Anissa says, What do I need to know about my love life right now? That's a good question. That's a great question. All right, Miss Anissa. Here we go. Anissa, by chance, are you here? What does Anissa need to know about her love life? What does Anissa need to know about her love life? Anissa, give me the energy around Anissa. What does she need to know about romance? What does Anissa need to know about romance? What does Anissa? There she is. Hey, sweetie. What's your zodiac sign, Anissa? Tell me your zodiac sign. You're working. Okay. Give me what Anissa needs to know about romance. What does Anissa need to know about romance? What does Anissa need to know about romance? Aries. Okay, love. What does Anissa the Aries need to know about romance? What does Anissa need to know about romance? Hey, Christy. How you doing, beautiful? What does Anissa need to know about romance? Anissa the Aries. What does Anissa the Aries need to know about romance, please? Two of Pentacles, Eight of Wands in the reverse, Four of Pentacles. There's something you need to put the brakes on. There's something you need to step back from. My cards are telling me to tell you to step back and think about it before you jump into anything. I don't know if this makes sense or not, but there's definitely something you need to hold back on. Maybe even halt completely with the Eight of Wands here in the reverse. You may need to, let's get more on this. What my cards are telling me is you don't have enough information to go forward. Two of Pentacles. So you need to hold back. I'm not sure what this is. Give me a little more, but there's possibly a blockage or communication issue, possibly somebody may be holding something back from you. That may be another thing, but there's information that you don't have around a decision, I believe, or some action that you're thinking of taking or that you are presently taking. Let's see a little bit more on it, Anissa. You may be being lied to with the Ace of Swords here in the reverse. There's something you don't know. I'll tell you that right now. There's more that there's some information that's going to come out that's going to affect how you feel about a situation or whether you want to proceed in a situation. Let me get a little bit more on this, Anissa. Give me the Two of Pentacles, please, and the Eight of Wands. What's this trying to tell us? What's this trying to tell us? Two of Swords. There is something you don't see. Something is being hidden from you or held back from you. There's some information that you don't know. Flat out. And it could be. Moon! There is so much. Oh, my God. There's something you don't see. There are three cards here telling you that you don't have all the information you need to make a decision. You need to wait. You need to hold off and you need to hold back. And I almost think with that Four of Pentacles that you need to be quiet about this to whoever you're dealing with. Tower in reverse on the bottom of the deck. You may be avoiding a disaster by pumping the brakes on this thing, Anissa. And get a little bit more on it. Somebody's hiding something from you. I don't know who it is. Emperor in reverse. You know, that's your energy, but in the reverse, you definitely need to pull your energy back. But also, it's telling you not to act. There is something you don't know. There is something that you do not know. King of Swords here in the reverse. Oh, Knight of Cups. I feel like there is somebody that is in your energy or will be coming towards you. And yeah, Page of Swords in reverse. You need to pay attention. Are you dealing with someone right now, Anissa? Because if not, this is predicting someone coming towards you that's not being forthcoming. They could be hiding themselves. This person possibly may be a douche canoe and they may be love bombing you with the Emperor reverse, King of Swords in reverse. It's one of two things that you don't see. Let me tell you what it is. And I'm going to narrow it down. But I feel I'm going towards this, and it could be both of them. I'm picking up that they may be dealing with someone else, or that they are a narcissist or have somebody with strong narcissistic controlling tendencies, and you're not going to see that at first. But let's find out. I feel like there's somebody that's going to be in your energy that you need to. And what I'm getting is, okay, I know why that Four of Pentacles is here. I got to give you the advice on that card. And I got to tell you why I'm giving you that advice. I feel like this is a douche canoe. I feel like that's what this is. I don't know that there's somebody else they're dealing with. It's just them. They're the problem. Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Four of Swords in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so here we got it. All right, I don't really think that this person is hiding another person per se. All right, what I do think is this. Anissa, I don't know how much you know about people with strong narcissistic tendencies, but I'm fixing to give you a little 101 on it. Anissa, narcissists can hide what and who they are for up to a year before you see. They'll love bomb somebody sometimes for a year, and you'll think they're just the answer to your prayer, okay? And you're going to meet somebody that is going to seem amazing, and you're going to want to jump into something with them. And I'm telling you, they're not showing you their real cards. They're not showing you who they really are. And let me tell you why the Four of Pentacles is here. Remember, I told you I know why that's here. Let me tell you another tactic that these people will use. Okay. They will love bomb you, and they will make you feel like you're emotionally safe to open up. And so I'm going to give you an example. Let me give you an example, okay, of how a narcissist rolls with this. This is why you don't tell people your business until you really get to know them. And just hear me out. You and this fairly new person are sitting across the table at dinner eating, and you're talking, and he's amazing. And he's just really, making you feel emotionally safe and very, safe to open up about issues. And you end up divulging, I got cheated on in a past relationship, right? You divulge that, okay, because you feel safe to open up, all right? Now, he remembers that. And in the conversation, he's like, oh, I'm so sorry that happened to you. I just hate that. Okay. Fast forward in the relationship 6 months. And his behavior has changed. He's now wishy-washy. There's times he goes missing. You don't see where he's at. And so you're like, are you seeing somebody else? And he's like, you're holding it against me because you're thinking that I'm like the person that cheated on you. They'll use that stuff against you. So the reason I'm telling you that is they try to find out where your weak spots are so that they can use those against you. So when you meet new people, it's important to hold your cards close to your chest and just not let them know a lot about you. Be very, very slow to divulge personal details about yourself. Okay. So that's why that card is here. That's why that card is here, Anissa. So you need to be super, super careful. Okay. I feel like there is someone in your energy that you need to be very cautious of. So there you have it. And but they'll literally that, like in that one scenario, they'll use your own words to gaslight you. They will. Yeah, much love to you, Anissa. But that's what's up. So be very careful, sweetheart. Be very careful of that. Well, I don't think she's going through it. I think we're literally predicting someone around her. I don't know if this is someone you have history with or not. But I will tell you this, Anissa, here's some of the things to watch for. If this person just starts off being amazingly wonderful. Oh, really? You think this is somebody you've got history with? I don't know if it's a past person or not. It didn't tell me specifically. But there is somebody that you're going to deal with. And I just think in general, this is good advice for dating, even a new person. Mystic born, you ain't lying. Tell me more about this person. I do think this is somebody that you've got some history with. To what degree, I don't know. I see them coming in. They have no empathy. That's the second time I've seen the card that says no empathy, no consideration. They don't stop and think about how their actions affect others. So yeah, I think it's a good possibility. But I will say this, Anissa, get yourself out of that energetic vibration by doing the shadow work to bust up on that cycle. Okay. I'm going to Mystic Born's house because she's cooking dinner. But anyway, I hope that helped you, Anissa. Be very, very cautious in general dating. Be very, very cautious. Okay. It may be that if you've dealt with somebody like that in the past and you've not really done the shadow work, you're still in that energetic vibration, and subconsciously you will choose another one. And that's the last thing you want. But that's exactly what will happen. All right. Gabrielle, do you want me to read for you now? Tacos. That sounds so yummy. Oh, Tina. She's here. She's cooking. Okay, good. Tina, let me add you to the list too, love bug. Okay. All right. We'll read for you, Gabrielle. All right. Y'all give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. Oh, you just finished eating. That sounds amazing. All right, let me go down here to Gabrielle. There we go. One minute. All right. All right, here we go. Okay, so Gabrielle, what I need to know, you had asked me which creative project should I focus on to bring recognition? And then you would ask about online dating. Do my angels and guides have anything to say about that? Yes. And we can look at that, but I need help with creative projects. Like what I would recommend that you do if you're trying to look at several different options is like, how many different creative projects are you looking at? If it's two, I can call them literally number 1 and 2, and you can assign a number to them if you want. And we can look at the energies around each one of those. You don't have to even tell me what it is, but you can give me like a 1, 2, or a 1, 2, 3, or something like that. And we can pull the energies on each one of those like that. So let me know that. That'll be the best way to do it. And we compare them and contrast, and that'll help you to kind of know what's what. Okay. Paint, compose music, and writing. You're so creative. Oh, wow, Stacy, that sounds good. You're so creative, Gabrielle. Can y'all give me a second? There are people outside the front of my house, which is really strange. Give me just a minute. Give me just a minute. I'm fixing to go look and I'm just going to turn the porch light on. I'm not going to open the door. But give me a minute. I'll be right back. Okay. All right, I'm back. So remember how I told y'all I wasn't going to open the door? So I did, but I did look out first, and it was some kids out there with a flashlight. They're not in my yard. They were in the road, but that was strange because I'm like way back off the road, and it was weird because normally it's super quiet in the neighborhood. But anyway, all right, let's go, Gabrielle. I'm so sorry, y'all, but that was just weird. Green eyed devil. I left my phone in here. It was sitting, I didn't even have my phone with me, which is, I'm so ridiculously not scared, probably when I should be. Anyway, all right. Let's do, of course I did. Yes. All right, Gabrielle, let's see what's up. Let's see what's up. All right. So painting, music, and writing. Analysis, paralysis by analysis on which to finish. Okay. Give me the energies around Gabrielle's painting. Give me the energies around Gabrielle's painting. Green-eyed devil. Give me the energies around Gabrielle's painting. How does that look going forward for her to follow through and keep doing that? How does that look for her to follow through and keep doing that for Gabrielle? Give me the energies around the painting. Give me the energies around the painting, please. Give me the energies around painting. Give me the energies around painting for Gabrielle. Five of Swords in the reverse. You don't have a good feeling about this. Seven of Swords, Five of Cups. It's like which to focus on because I feel torn apart trying to complete both. Drained. You probably can't. I don't know that this is going to go quite well. You're not passionate about it. Lots of pain in it. Oh, that's why. Okay, that's why. And it's an outlet for you to express that. High Priestess in the reverse. Queen of Swords in reverse. There is a lot of pain here, and it's around love. There's a lot of pain, and it's around love. It's around heartbreak. I don't think you're as passionate about that as you would be some other stuff. I don't. Hobby, maybe, as you can, but I don't see this as being the number one. Let's look at music. Let's look at music. Give me the energies around the musical endeavors. Give me the musical endeavors. Give me the energies for Gabrielle around the musical endeavors, please. Give me the energies for musical endeavors. Give me the energies around Seven of Pentacles, Six of Swords. It brings you peace. There is money to be made. It's transformative. Music, please. Music. It takes you away. Six of Swords. It takes you away. The music takes you away. In a good way. It grounds you. The music is very healing for you as well. Yeah, it takes you away. It's very healing for you. It gives you, to me, what I'm seeing with the music is it is more therapeutic. Yes, I can talk about the pain, but it doesn't hurt. Yes, it's more therapeutic. It's helping you to break cycles. God, it lifts you up. It takes you to a place where things are lighter. It's alchemy. Absolutely. Green-eyed devil is right. The music, I'm picking up more alchemy. I'm literally, there's something that's healing and therapeutic about this, and it definitely takes you away. I do think that it is significant. The musical endeavors are significantly helping in a healing journey that you might be on. Okay. I do feel that way. I think it literally gives you a way to express things that you cannot otherwise express. I think there's times that you struggle to get across, or you feel like you can't open up about it, or you struggle to but when you put it to music, it makes sense. I don't know if this makes sense or not. As a fellow musician, this is how music feels to me, but I'm seeing this in the cards for you. Give me more on this. Knight of Pentacles. There's money to be made on this thing. I think this is something that where you do a lot in solitude as well. Really? This is going to take you places in other ways too. Okay. This music is going to take you other places too. You'll make money on the music. You'll make money on the music. It looks like it could be lasting as well. Yeah, God, it's so transformative. It's helping you to close out cycles. 7 of Pentacles. I love that for you. The music looks pretty good. The music looks pretty good. Let's see about the writing. I almost think that when you do the music, well, I'm going to read for the writing, but I almost feel like that the painting, you don't really get that release. The music, when you do the music, it's therapeutic. And at the end, when you're finished doing your music, you feel lighter, you feel better. You feel like you've literally worked through some shit. I don't know if that makes sense. You'll have to let me know if that makes sense. Yeah. I gotcha. All right. Give me writing. Give me writing. Give me writing. Give me writing. Give me the writing. Give me the writing. Give me writing. Give me the energies around writing. Give me the writing. Wow. I'd probably like it because I like dark shit, but I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. Six of Cups. This helps you work through your past. This is very transformative too. This is very healing. Why is the Eight of Wands here in the reverse? Do you get writer's block sometimes? Or are you suffering with that sometimes? Knight of Wands in reverse. Sometimes you get stuck for words. Ace of Swords in reverse, Knight of Wands in reverse, and you don't know how to put what you're thinking into words. You are able to work through that. I do see that, but I do see that being challenging sometimes. But I do think this works. This helps you work through memories. And I do see you hitting blockages. I see you having success with this as far as, overcoming the writer's block. Definitely able to put things into words. There's passion here. The money is not as good. Money's not as solid. Yeah, money's not as solid. So I like the writing. And I think it's helpful for you. I wouldn't give it up, but I would definitely make my, green-eyed devil. Damn, that's profound. And let me just say this about passions and things that we feel called to do as well. Now that that's all said and done, I want to say something. It does not surprise me to see the cards come out like this and your reactions to them. And just hear me out. I want to ask you a question. Which one do you enjoy the most of the three? Music. I saw that in your reaction. Where was the only place that we saw money? In that same area. Yes. Okay. So, and that is no coincidence. When we, as humans, find our passion and our calling, okay, and that is, here's how you know if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing. Would I do it if I were independently wealthy and I had all the money I could ever want? Right? Would I still do this thing just because I enjoy it? Music, you would. Tarot, I would. Spirituality, I would. That's how you know. That's how you know. But wherever your passion is, wherever your true calling is, wherever, whatever makes your heart sing, that's where the money is. When you are following in alignment with your purpose. And you can actually get a lot of clues for that in your birth chart, believe it or not. I don't think any of these things are bad in and of themselves. I think they're all therapeutic in different ways. But if you're trying to narrow down what your focus should be, I would say music would be your number one. You're welcome. Let's look at your love life and see what you can find out about that. What do your guides have to say as you start looking into romance? You know, I get that. I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to share something very, about my own journey with you. Sometimes I felt that way a lot, okay, about what I do, because I'm different. I'm not, but if that, for that matter, every tarot reader is different, but I'm definitely a different, you know, my style is different. My passion is very geared toward spirituality and ascension and healing and that sort of thing. So I'm a little bit different than a lot of readers out there. And sometimes I can be very blunt. I come across differently, et cetera, et cetera. But, you know, I ran across a meme one time that really sums it up. And you know, it says, it went like this. People were looking at somebody and saying, well, she doesn't act like a healer. And the universe said, well, I wasn't looking for an actor. The reason you feel this passion is because this is where you're supposed to be. So definitely not an imposter. What you're supposed to do is carve out your own. You pave your own. Yes, you pave your own. You don't follow the path of someone else. You don't have to fit into another mold. You're not supposed to. You're supposed to make your own mold. Thank you, CJ, for that. You make your own path. And you establish yourself in your own right. So, yeah. So remember that when you feel imposter syndrome. Okay. Remember that. Let's see about your dating advice as you embark upon online dating. What does Gabrielle need to know about online dating? Hold on just a second. Oh, that's from you. Please don't. This is from Green Eye Devil. Please don't open your front door if you're by yourself in the dark and you think people are out there. Are you okay? I'm sorry. I hope you don't mind me doing that. Sorry. What does Gabrielle need to know about dating coming up? I'm sorry, Green Eye Devil. What does Gabrielle need to know about dating in general? I kind of feel guilty too, though. What does Gabrielle need to know as she starts dating? What does she need to know as she starts dating? If somebody is not open with you, that's a red flag. If somebody is not open with you, if they're evasive, if you feel like they're being stubborn or lying, don't waste. Okay. I guess what I'm saying is the minute that spirit shows you a red flag, you see what I'm saying? The minute spirit shows you the red flag, call it, acknowledge it, see it, and move the heck on. I'm also getting this. Take your time and get to know people. There's a lot of toxic people out here. There's a lot of toxic people out here. You got the Two of Pentacles. Remember when we read for Anissa and I said, take your time. There's things you don't know. I'm getting that the first card I got for her, I got for you. So you take your time and really give these people time to show you who they are, not just with their words, but in their behaviors. All right. So I'm definitely getting the energy. Oh, also, this is another thing. High Priestess, Reverse Devil in the upright. That's about speaking up for yourself and advocating for yourself. And don't be afraid to speak your mind. Let me tell you, speak your truth. Let the chips fall where they may. Okay. Be your authentic self. I'm not saying open up and tell people your personal business. What I'm saying is let your behavior and such be who you are. You're spiritual, let it be known. You like football, I'm just making stuff up. Let it be known. You don't conform to what somebody else wants. You're who you are. You'll vibe with who you vibe with. And if you don't vibe with them, then that's okay. Let the ones that don't work out fall to the wayside, right? Good. And I kind of get that that's what you're being told to do, to call people out, which is crazy. Why is it showing only one person in the chat when I know there's at least 3? There's CJ. That makes 4. What's up with that? Well, there it is. It came back again. It's crazy. All right. My God, there are people that are going to literally got the same cards that I got for Anissa. These cards came out. The Two of Pentacles came out for her first, and then the Two of Swords. There are people that are going to lie to you. There are people that are flat out not going to be authentic with you. And you've got to see through that. All right? You've got to see through it. I do see a past person in your energy that you should not give the time of day to. All right? Don't do it. They'll come around apologizing. They got anger issues. All right? And this person wallows in self-pity. So I do get that as well. That's another piece of advice. Let that go. That person's emotionally immature. Remember who you are. And don't drop your standards. Also, let me also say this. Another thing that I'm getting is this. You don't settle just because there's a lot of shitheads out there. Doesn't mean you have to settle for a shithead. It is better to be alone than to settle for a shithead. So keep your standards high. And be okay with being single for a while until you find the person that meets your standards. You're going to, soft affair, you're going to have issues where you're going to have times in this dating journey where you go, maybe I'm just being too picky. No, you're not. No, you're not. I don't know if that makes sense or not. There's a lot of people out here that are not even going to do the bare minimum. And that's, I hate to say it, but that's just the dating pool. Let's just be honest. You're not being too picky. And I want you to remember this. In those moments where you're going, am I just being too picky? No. No, you're not. No, you're not. And I also want to give you another, yeah, ain't that the truth? Listen, I also want to give you another way to look at this. You're not asking anyone to come towards you bringing anything that you yourself are not bringing to the table as well. Okay. All you're asking for is somebody to meet you and bring the same, not perfect, but bring similar energy, be authentic, be open, be honest, be healed, right? All of that. So if somebody is bringing less to the table than you do, there's your answer right there, that your standards are not too high. Take care, Stacy. Love you, baby girl. So that's some advice that you need to keep in mind. Yeah, that's another thing. Don't give somebody something they're not going to give you. Exactly. That's another thing. Yeah, exactly. That's what I got. So I hope that helped you, love. I hope that helped you. You'll have to let me know. All right, Mystic. I need your questions, love. Mystic, you are up next, and then we're going to read for Tina after that. Hey, love bug. There you go. There you go. That's absolutely right, Gabrielle. Absolutely. Yes. Let's look at that. Let's look at this smear campaign. All right. How long has that Libra been gone? That's another thing I want to ask. I know you've told me before, Mystic, but I want you to remind me. I think it's been over a year, but you'll have to remind me, Mystic. Year and a half. Yeah. Okay. I thought it was over a year. Okay. Green Eyed Devil. Me and Green Eyed Devil got matches. We ride at dawn. We'll handle it for you, Mystic. Just kidding. All right. They don't know who I am. I can only absolutely mess their day up. All right. What's going on with the smear campaign? What does she need to know about this smear? Tell me what's pertinent that she needs to know. What's pertinent that she needs to know? What's pertinent that Mystic Born needs to know? The less you know, the better. You're going to walk on top of that. You're going to walk on top of this. Listen, you're going to sail past this. These are some big energies. This is a big one. These are big, okay? You're this Knight of Cups, all right? You're going to walk over this. I saw the Six of Swords whenever I was shuffling, and I got that download for you, and I'm going to talk about that. You've got this star reversed, and you've got this tower reversed. All right. These are big energies coming at you. This is huge. These are big energies. And you feel small, less powerful, overwhelmed. You don't have to be stronger than them. You just have to be unreachable. That's what the download was about. You don't have to be bigger than them, and you don't have to be stronger than them. What you are going to be is above them, where they can't reach you. You're going to walk. Look, let me tell you that I'm not a Bible thumper, but I'm going to tell you where this all came through. Hear me out. I saw that let me go find the Six of Swords, because you need to see this picture. And I know, Mystic, that you're a reader, and you know the Six of Swords has that boat on the water, but I really need to find it. I saw it, and I need to find it to illustrate what I got, the download that I got. Just give me a minute. Where the hell are you, Six of Swords? Come on now. Come on. Are you freaking kidding me? Where you at, Six of Swords? It's going to be, look at all the cards I had. Literally, this is how many cards I had left trying to find that card. But listen, the Six of Swords. Hey, Uncle. What? Oh, wow. Okay, so I want to tell you the download I got, Mystic. And I want you to see the card and how it all just poof, popped into my mind immediately. Okay, I saw this card. Now, why I saw this, I don't know. But I saw Jesus walking on the water. Okay. And I'm not a Bible thumper. We all know that. But I saw that. And I realized the storm, and what I heard is the storm is below Jesus. Like the turbulence is below the surface. And she's going to walk. And then I said, you're going to walk on top of this. I saw this. You're going to walk on top of this, Mystic. Okay. And so, yes, it's this huge hurricane, but you're going to be on top of it. You're going to be over it. And I'm going to give you another illustration of how I'm seeing this. I'm going to give you another illustration. I don't know how much you know about hurricanes. I live on the Gulf Coast. I know a lot about hurricanes, and I know how they're formed. And let me just, I need to illustrate it. So just go down this rabbit trail with me for a little bit. Hurricanes, those little hurricane planes go into a hurricane. They can do that. They can fly over it because it only goes so high. They can go up above it and they can fly over it. And the storm, if they flew directly into the storm, obviously that little airplane would be torn to shreds. Okay. But the airplane stays above the storm so that, they're untouched by it. Okay. Am I making any sense? So you don't have to be stronger than the storm. You just have to get up where the storm can't reach you. Woo! This is amazing. You just have to get up here. Okay. They can't bring you down if they can't reach up. If I can't reach the ceiling, look, okay, right now I'm sitting here and y'all can't see this. But listen, there's like a light switch above me, or the ceiling fan switch above me. Okay. I can't reach it because I'm not, I'm not up there. I'm not up there with that. All right. They can't reach you if you stay above them. Your vibration is so high that they can't reach you. So even though they go around doing their little storms, you can totally avoid this disaster by staying above it. You're going to walk above it. You're unfuckwithable. Don't forget it. You're above it. Your reality is not their reality. You're on a different playing field. Okay. You're on a different timeline than them. You're on a different timeline than them. So that's what's up. They can only affect you if you come down on their level. So what is this really saying? You don't have to fight this battle. You don't have to defend yourself, because this storm going on down here, the only people that are going to listen to this bullshit are people you don't want in your life anyway. Does that make sense? That's the download I got. That's what you need to know. I hope that helps. That was channeled as fuck. Yeah, you don't have to deal with this thing because it doesn't exist on your reality. Yes, I'm way too cute for this shit. Absolutely. When you're sitting up high where they can't reach, you can drop you can drop dukes on them from above. Good, Mystic Born. Good. You stay up here. And this has nothing to do, by the way, this has nothing to do with love and light. This is your vibration. You're vibrating at a higher vibration in a balanced way. Okay. So it has nothing to do with dark and light. It just has to do with your level of vibration. Yeah, way too cute. Exactly. But you can drop dookies on them, like Uncle L said, but they can't drop dookies and send them upwards. So that's what I got. That's what I got. That's why jumpers are important. I hope that helped you. Let me know if that gave you what you needed. Let them absorb the doo-doo. The dukes, I know. You're welcome. And now you want me to tell you something good? They are important. It's like crazy how important those jumpers are. And I pay attention to them. I'll shuffle them back in the deck, but I'll pay attention and I'll remember. And like I knew when I saw that Six of Swords, I got that download immediately when I saw that Six of Swords. Right before I threw the first card for you, that thing jumped out and I saw that visual. And remember when I was shuffling, I said, you're going to walk on top of this. That's what I was seeing. I had literally got it. Boom, that fast. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. Give me something good for Mystic Born. I know, you're right. Uncle L only takes jumpers, which usually the jumper, to be honest, jumpers usually are more important. And then the cards that I lay down just support it. And that's exactly what happened here. The cards that I laid down were just like the rest of the story. I don't know if that makes sense. All right. Tell me, just what are the good things around Mystic Born? What are the good things around Mystic Born? If you weren't doing good things, you wouldn't have haters. They're jealous because you're doing. Let me tell you something. Shit never comes from people. Okay, listen to me. People that are above you are never going to criticize you or smear you. They're not. They're too busy. They're too busy making shit happen. It's people below you that are jealous of your success. That came out. That I got. There you go. She's your biggest fan, girl. Yeah. She a fan, she a fan, she a fan. She a fan, she a fan, she a fan. Just like Kendrick said. Mystic Born. That's freaking funny. Give me, what does Mystic Born need to know? Yeah, you make her feel less than. You make her feel less than. Ah, look at there. She knows. She knows you're a cut above. Look. And look, okay, I know she's a female, but I don't read gender, but this is her right here. This is you. And look, it's even Taurus. You're a Taurus. It's even Taurus energy. You're a cut above, and she knows it. She feels like the only way that she can make herself look better is by making you look bad. But you can't make an empress look bad. All you can do is make yourself look like an idiot, okay? So just know that. You're also being very divine. You're very much divinely guided, okay? Very much divinely guided. Anything else that she needs to know? Remember this. You only know what she wants you to know about her. You only know what she puts out there. You don't know what's behind the scenes. You cannot go by somebody's social media and tell what's really going on. So what I'm getting is there's a lot that you don't know. There's a lot she holds back. There's a lot she covers up. So there is definitely trouble in paradise that you're not privy to, that she doesn't. Oh my God, look at this. Those two are in a trauma bond all day long. So just know that just because you don't see it doesn't mean it ain't there. All right. Yeah, she lies. She lies about the happiness that they have. She's a big fat liar. Are there kids? There's problems with kids too. Good. There's problems with some children. Something about children. I don't know if they're having problems having children or if there are children already in the picture that are problematic. But yeah, this is a very intense connection between those two. They trigger each other. It's not going to last. It's betrayal. Six in the picture in total. Good God Almighty. Anything else she needs to know? I'm going to pull a spiritual card for you. Spiritual AF. Give me a spiritual AF card. You can't save face and your ass at the same time. Is there a secret you're keeping? Is ego keeping you from being honest about who you really are? Go ahead and admit if you fucked up. Seriously, we're all fuck ups in some way. Welcome to being human. You do you, baby. And I guess what's interesting about that coming out is that if she hits on one of your weaknesses, okay, you've already worked through this stuff. There's nothing that she can't hit you on that you don't already know about, whatever it is, okay? Because nobody's perfect. But you're not afraid of yours. She's afraid of hers. Be yourself, even if you're crazy. Stop worrying about normal ass, nothing ass people judging your cool, weird ass. There'll be none of that today. Anytime you feel yourself worrying about any of those people, remember who you got to wake up to every morning. You. Your job is to make sure you're good on your own terms. Check in with what you really care about, what's really important, and make sure that that's what you're living in alignment with. Not worried about what all those asshats out there might be thinking. Love that. Love, love, love it. Yeah, and you know what? I mean, I get why your friend stood up for you, but at the same time, you know, you can't, you know what I mean? But that's what I got. I hope that helped you, Mystic. Let me know if this helped you. You got Uncle giving in, Sagittarius girl. You're messing with a psychopath. Okay, good. I'm glad that helped you, love. I'm glad that helped you. All right, let's go to Tina. Let's go to Tina. All right, Miss Tina. Let me timestamp for Tina. All right, Tina. We want to know C's intentions. Oh, have a good night, Mystic Born. Much love to you. All right. C's intention. He is a potential romantic / relationship partner. Give me C's intentions toward Tina. 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 Give me C, the potential romantic relationship person toward Tina. Give me C toward Tina. Yeah, I'm on you right now, Tina. Give me C's intentions toward 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 Tina. I think this person wants to come toward you. They are timid about coming toward you. There's something about this. Is there an age difference between you and C? Or is there something that you're like, maybe you're more attractive than C, or maybe you make more money than C, or at least that would be this person's perception? Because this person is intimidated by you. It's almost like you make more money. Okay. It's like this person is intimidated about that. And they are coming towards you. They want something with you, but they're slow about it. Knight of Pentacles. He's unemployed. Okay. Emperor in reverse is how he sees himself. Knight of Pentacles is what he's doing, but King of Wands in the reverse. So let me get more on this. He feels like he can't do anything until he gets a job. I don't know if that makes sense or not, Tina. He feels like there's only so much he can do. Yeah. He feels like there's only so much he can do. He feels like he can't do anything until he gets a job. And he does intend to do something when he gets a job. That's his intention. I see him moving toward you whenever he gets a job. But I think right now it really bothers him that he doesn't have a job. Really bothers him. And that's a big deal. And I don't think he's going to do jack crap until he gets a job. I think he's just hesitant. He just feels like there's only so much he can do. He's very worried. He's worried about it. He's worried about this. He's in his head. What about after he gets a job? 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 Tina, I think this guy couldn't. Well, I don't know what this person does for a living, but I kind of feel like this, Tina. He thinks that when he gets a job, he's going to be making good money. Does he? All right, whatever he does for a living, I think he makes good money, but I think he's just not making money right now. But I think once he gets a job, he's anticipating like whatever it is he does for whatever his trade is, he does well at. I don't know if this makes any sense. Oil and gas. Okay, there you go. So yeah, hang on a minute. That's twice I've seen that. That he feels like once he gets a job, he's going to be making good money again. That's twice I've seen that in this. I saw it earlier and it just came out now. And I'm like, there's got to be a reason for that. That's what that is. What about, tell me more about when he gets a job, please. Tell me more about when he gets a job. Tell me more about when he gets a job. Tell me more about when he gets a job. Yes. Yes, hell yes. He sees you as long-term potential, baby. Yeah. 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 This will pick up then. I like this guy. He gets the green light from Auntie Karen. That's hard. That's hard. Yeah. I like the dude. Yeah, he sounds like he's got character. I think he does, Green Eyed Devil. I think this guy, to me, this guy does have character. Yeah, I know. But I think he's got character, Tina. I like this one. Tina, this is the best one I've read about. Believe I know right now he's going through some shit. We all have things that we go through in life sometimes, and that's what it is. But I'm going to tell you, Tina, I've read for you a lot over the years. You know that. And this is the best energy I've seen for you. I like this guy. I think there's a good chance this might be your person. I like this one. That's right. That's right. We have spoken. I like him. I like him. Yeah, I'm curious his zodiac sign too, CJ. Green-eyed devil. You know, it's rare for me to say stuff like this, green-eyed devil. I don't say it unless I see it. Tina, you know, I've been reading for you for a while, and you've had some zingers. And I love you, but you know you have. You've had some zingers. This is not a zinger. It's like why everybody needs to hear this. I know. I know. See? So I like that for you, Tina. My ears are right now are deafening, Uncle L. Mine are just, it's like, oh, will you stop? Uncle. You're welcome. Tina, I hope that helped you. You must keep us posted because now we are all in this relationship with you, or potential relationship. We are all in this connection with you, Tina. We're all dating the oil and gas guy. We're all wondering how this is going to work out. So you have to keep us all posted on how we're all doing in this connection. She probably is. She probably is throwing stuff. Uncle, I got so tickled at you earlier. I don't want to say a lot, but like I was just cracking the hell up earlier. Good. Definitely keep me posted. That's right. You know what? If she don't like what you say, she ought not to fucking watch you. She probably watches me too. But you know what? I could give two fucks. If she's watching me, hey Pisces, I could give two fucks. Because she knows we're friends, right? Yeah, if you earn a piece of garbage, then there would be no garbage story to tell. Yeah. For real. For real, for real, for real. I got so tickled. I'm like, he is on a tear today. I'm like, he is feeling his oats. I know. God, that freaked me out. Of all the craziness, I know. I was like, are you kidding me? Yeah, like he wanted to give you a paper cut. Exactly. Like that was crazy. I was like, are you kidding me? I love it when cards just, I love that, man. Freaking love it. That happened, and I was just like, and you know, you've gotten confirmation so many different ways. And that was just like the nail in the coffin today when you pulled that. I was like, oh my God. I know that trifling Biddy was sitting there listening too whenever you did that. Green-eyed devil. You know, green-eyed devil and I, you know, you get a Gemini and a Sagittarius performing services for you, Uncle L. The less, like she told Mystic earlier, the less you know, the better. We got you. I think it's more fun to just watch the whole thing play out, though. The Gemini side of me that enjoys watching people squirm and eating popcorn while people squirm. It's, I have to say that I hate to say it. I should not say I get pleasure out of that, but you know what? I'm just going to be honest. I do. If that makes me bad, then so be it. But I do get pleasure out of people squirming whenever. But you know, she made her own mess. That's the thing. And if you hadn't made your own mess, then you wouldn't have anything to be squirming about. The code word is Zimbabwe. I just get a little bit petty every once in a while. I just get a little bit like a petty Betty. Petty princess. There we are. That's right. You ain't even lying. Petty Pendergrass. You know, I don't get petty unless people put themselves in a position. I don't get petty just for the hell of it. You know, I don't. I don't really want to go down that road. I like peace. But if somebody wants to play, I will definitely come to the table. And Green Eyed Devil can attest to the fact that I have a way with words where I can tell people and they don't even know I'm talking. Nobody but that one person knows that I'm coming at them. Like that happened in my chat recently. Remember Green Eyed Devil? It was sitting in my spirit today. I believe it. It just, you just needed it to. I felt like you just needed to get it out, Uncle L. I really do. It was healthy. But yeah, I got a way of telling people off, and nobody knows I'm telling them off. And I'll sit here and do it, and 200 people will be in my chat while I'm doing it. And only that one person realizes I've come for them and eat them a new lunch, and nobody else even knows what's happened. I did that recently. Green Eyed Devil, she knows because she knows the backstory on it. I absolutely ate somebody's lunch. Maybe Green Eyed Devil. Oh, Uncle L. Uncle L, you and me got a similar message. Remember, we said that certain thing. I don't remember. I think you got it first, and then I got it about somebody was going to get caught doing some stupid shit. You got it. I think you got it, and then I got it, and you were in my chat when I got it, and you made the comment, I got that too. And I was like, damn. Yeah. Yeah. Truth always comes out. It always comes out. And look, let's just be real for a minute. You can't fool people who have gifts for long. They'll figure your ass out. They already know something's up and they'll hit it. They'll be right on it. They'll know what's up. You cannot fool people like that have spiritual, like intuitive and psychic and all that. You can't. You just make a fool of yourself trying to pull the wool over somebody's eyes that's got that ability. It's just, you just make yourself look really, really dumb. You just do. And as a Pisces, she should know that. And a Scorpio gonna get to the truth. They're gonna do it. And it's funny because I'm glad you talk about your moon sign. Green Eyed Devil has Pluto in Scorpio. So she is like, whenever she gets on a tear and she wants to find information, she absolutely will get the information. Uncle L, Green Eyed Devil is relentless in her ability to investigate and find shit out. She finds stuff like, how did you find that? She's like, well, I did this and I did that. Yeah, she's like the freaking FBI, I swear to God, as I sip my lemonade. Exactly. Yeah, she is. She's like, look, y'all don't laugh. I have a shirt that says Cottage Bureau of Investigation. I used to wear it. I haven't worn it in a long time and it was weird. I almost wore it today. Been verified, ain't got nothing. You got that right. Yeah, how are you going to be with somebody who's psychic and then all of a sudden think that they're not psychic when it comes to trying to get away with something? Exactly. Like, how you think that's going to happen? Right? CJ, that's funny. I believe it, Uncle L, that Scorpio moon. People that have strong 8th house or Scorpio stuff going on in their chart. Yeah. And Green Eyed Devil having Pluto in Scorpio, it makes it like if she gets something that she wants to find out, she will, it's beyond curiosity. Like for Geminis, it's curiosity. For Green Eyed Devil, it's like, I have to find this information. It's like relentless. It's like she's obsessed with knowing the truth. I mean, it is. It's the Pluto obsessive. I've got to know. Yeah, she has to know. Oh, yeah, exactly. Scorpio, Sun, Virgo, Moon. Exactly. But it's that, you get that strong Scorpio energy and it's just, you just got to know. I get it sometimes because I've got the 8th house placements. There, Uncle L, you ain't lying. true. I'll tell her something and I won't even be thinking about it. And we won't talk, we talk every day, Green Eyed Devil and I. We won't even talk about it. 3 or 4 or 5 days ago past, and she says, "Oh, I got some information for you. I know you haven't brought this up. I know it's not a big deal, but I found this out. You need to know." Oh. Yeah, she'll be working on it in the background, right? Sage of the details. Exactly. She gonna get to the truth. I'm telling you, she found one of my stalkers. She sure did. She absolutely found them, found their Facebook and everything. I found that hoe. Sure did. They left a trail and baby, she found it. You got to get up early to beat Green Eyed Devil. They have hacker tendencies, right? Probably. I mean, she knew how to follow the digital trail. I will say that. She did know how to follow the digital trail. I wouldn't have thought to have done what she did. So hats off to her. She ain't no dummy. She did. She caught that scent. She damn sure did. Like a bloodhound, man. Woof. Good with digital trails. I love that. Usually what I get is I'll get a download and then I'll get the receipts will cross my path later, like the proof of the download. I'll get the download first and then I'll come back and I'll find the proof, which she does that a lot too. Aquarius is the hacker of the zodiac. But that Pluto and Scorpio gives her that psychic shit too. Yeah, it's just kind of warning you that you need to collect the receipts. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Like Uncle with this thing with that idiot that's watching you. You knew before you knew. You know what I'm saying? You got it as a download. You're like, I really feel this intuitively. And then you had confirmation in the cards. I confirmed it in my cards. Then today, that was insane. Mars and Scorpio, very determined. Yes, very determined. Pluto and Mars both being in Scorpio makes her very determined and just relentless in finding things out. But it also, that Pluto in Scorpio that gives you that psychic where you get specific stuff. And Green Eyed Devil, she'll get specific stuff. It's insane. I'm like, but Uncle L gets specific stuff too. Pluto is in Libra. Wow. It's crazy. Pluto in Libra. That's interesting. And that would probably be in your 3rd house. Right, Green Eyed Devil. He does. He makes you feel like you've been exposed. So you've got Pluto and Gemini. So you've got an insatiable curiosity too, Uncle L. You would have an insatiable curiosity with Pluto. If Pluto's in your 3rd, like I think it is, because you're a Libra rising, that would put Pluto in your 3rd. You would be one of those that you just got to know. You would go down rabbit trails a lot like a Gemini. Looking at your spiritual cheeks. It's like I got jumped. Somebody took off my clothes. I know. Spiritually vulnerable. That's the way it is, right? That's the way it is when you deal with people that's got the real goods, right? Uncle L, you need merch. You need merch. You need merch that says heathen. And then you need merch that says, you need to leave. You need to leave. Right? It's like, all right now. It's like, all right now. No. Yeah, you're not bad, Uncle L, but you just pick up on stuff and I'm like, how the heck did he get that? Yeah, you do. You do, definitely. Just ran your natal chart and yeah. Yeah, he'll pick up on stuff that's still energetically stuff that you didn't even know was still affecting you. And you'll be like, you know what? That is affecting me. You're right. Yeah, definitely. Everything in her 12th house. If you have everything in your 12th house, I'm going to send you a sympathy card. Good. Green eyed devil. Sun, Pluto, and Saturn in Scorpio. Damn, you're a Scorpio stellium. That's crazy. That is crazy. Pluto and Scorpio, man. You are pure Scorpio. That's interesting because, Uranus is like, surprise, bitch. And Scorpio is associated sometimes with chaos. So that's interesting, Uncle. Yeah, right, Green Eyed Devil. What about Lilith? My Uranus is in Virgo. It's conjunct Pluto. My Uranus and Pluto are conjunct in my 4th house. And that right there, anybody who knows anything about astrology, I just told you so much about myself. Lilith is a Taurus. My Lilith is a Sag. Oh, your Lilith is Aries. Okay. So your Lilith in Aries, I bet you got shamed for speaking up for yourself, for making your own way, being original. North Node is Taurus, yes. Lilith and Pisces. Spiritually, that's going to have to do with spirituality. That's going to have to do with shame or scorn or being shunned because of your spirituality or your beliefs or possibly, okay, Uncle L, your gifts. It would be, you may have felt embarrassed about your gifts, or you may have been discouraged to tapping into your intuition and your spiritual abilities, Uncle L. That may be what the Lilith thing is. I love that. I love that. I'm just finding it through art. Well, and different too. The gifts are different too. Good. You'll like Uncle L. Gabrielle, Uncle L does, he does all the signs. He'll do them live, but he reads for Taurus every day. But I go in, I pop in the Taurus readings, even though, but he does all the signs, but he doesn't do all the signs every day, but he does Taurus every day. Does that make sense? But yeah. And Pisces are like, they don't want to outshine people like that. So I could see them feeling like they can't help it. Yeah. That's funny because I have my Chiron in Pisces. So I have a deep wind in Pisces as well. Taurus North Node. Sister is a Taurus. Wow. That's tough to have a Taurus North Node and a Scorpio South Node and have all that Scorpio in there. That makes it tough. I used to drink to avoid using it. Yeah, I can believe that. Lilith and Pisces, because see, that's going to show you where you could. Lilith in our chart shows us where if we don't get ourselves, if we don't get that energy in check, we can become unhinged in that area, right? And so that Pisces struggles with escapism. So that would what you're saying would clock with having issues in the lower vibration Pisces issues, right? If that makes sense. Yeah. I believe that. Do y'all hear Baxter? He's yawning. He's loud. Oh, he's done got up. He's walking around. What are you doing? Bax. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. It's just, the cuteness is just falling out all over the floor. He can't help it. He's making a huge mess. The cuteness is just overflowing. It's falling out all over the floor. The cuteness is, you're making a mess. I'm going to have to mop the floor because the cuteness is all over the place. Oh, the goodness is just overflowing. Yes. You sent him a mental command to stand up. He is a Pisces moon. Don't laugh. His name is Baxter. You haven't met Baxter? Soft Affair? This is Baxter. The dog whisperer. I know. Did Uncle L call you and you come to see? Did you? You was nosy? You are a nosy bitch. I love you, but you are. He is nosy. He is real nosy. He's my sweet. This is my little bestie right here. This is my little bestie. You my little bestie? Oh, your bestie. He's my bestie. He is smiling. He always smiles. He's a happy boy. Green-eyed devil. I told him to shit, so he sat on the couch in my Sean Connery voice. Oh. Are you silly? Need to stay out of my cards. If he can get in here to my cards, he tears them up. He does. You're bad. You're bad. Excuse me. I don't know. I think you did not. He's funny. He's Irish. Yeah, he looks it, doesn't he? Oh, God. What? When he does stupid stuff, you know what he's been doing the last couple of days? So I got my Christmas decorations out. He's got an Irish accent. I got my Christmas decorations out the other day, and I opened the container. I've got them like in a plastic tub, and I opened the tub, and I haven't put them on the tree yet. They're just sitting next to the tree. So he's been digging in there, helping himself to my ornaments and tearing them up. So I had to put but it's my fault because I left the lid off. Hey, Brenda, it's my fault because I left the lid off. But yeah, he tore up like 3 or 4 of my ornaments. I looked at him and I said, "You about to get yourself in trouble." He knows what that means. You about to get I'll say that to him and he'll be like, "You about to get yourself in trouble. You about to get a bite off more than you can chew." Green-eyed devil. For God's sakes, Baxter. You so silly. I need to clip your toenails. He's like, "No, you don't." Yes, I do. He does whine a lot. And it's funny, Uncle L, you would say that. Abby says he's an old soul. She says he's an old soul. She says he's an old soul in a young body. You're so goofy. You know, his birthday is the day after mine. Obviously not the same year. But, I mean, no, the day before or the day after. I can't remember. I'd have to go back and look. You want to talk about mothers? But he's a Gemini too, but he's got a Pisces moon. He's got a Pisces moon. He's psychic. He's intuitive. He's psychic. This is the psychic. He can see spirits. Y'all think I'm kidding, but he can. He really can. Can't you, buddy? Yep. I could look. I don't remember what his Mercury is, but let me go look. Now I got to go look. I got to look at his whole chart. Now Karen is reading the chart of her dog because she has lost her mind. Let me see if I can find you, Baxter. Where's your stuff? Well, excuse you. All right, here, let me just put his info in. I can't even find, he was born in like this little town and it's not even showing up on here. Hold on. Sweetwater. There's like a lot of Sweetwaters. All right, let's just put in. There we go. He's obsessed with beer. He probably is. There he is. All right. So he's got what you were asking about his Mercury? His Mercury is in Taurus and it trines his moon. He's a Pisces stellium, y'all. He's got Neptune, Saturn, and the moon all in Pisces. His North Node is in Aries. His Mars is in Aries. His sun is conjunct his Venus in Gemini. He's a Venus in Gemini like you, Uncle. And he's got Jupiter in Gemini. That's because I'm the best thing that ever happened to him. That's why Jupiter's in Gemini. He's got a Gemini stellium too. He's a mess. He's so mutable. But he's got Uranus conjunct Mercury in Taurus. His Chiron is conjunct Mars in Aries. But yeah, he's a Gemini stellium and a Pisces stellium. And he's got Neptune in Pisces. No wonder he's intuitive. No wonder he sees dead people. No wonder he sees spirits. With Neptune and the moon both in Pisces, hell yeah. His psyche is in Aquarius like mine. Are you freaking kidding me? His Eris is in Cancer. When do you plan on uploading Pisces? Hey, Candy Lover, probably tomorrow I'll do Pisces. It'll be the next sign that I upload, Candy Lover. It'll be the next one that I upload because I did Aquarius last. So Pisces is the next. So it'll be the next one and it'll be tomorrow. So our psyches are conjunct. Green-eyed devil. Need clarity on a Gemini who betrayed you for a third party. Oh my gosh. And then my Eros is in, wait, okay, who's who? Where am I at? Let me find me. Okay, there I am. My Eros is in Gemini. His is in Cancer. Pisces heathens, right? My part of fortune is on his Pluto. This is cool. Our suns are obviously conjunct, and his Venus is conjunct my sun. Oh, so he loves me, right? Right, green-eyed devil? Oh, I love that. So Baxter and I are compatible. You know the story of how I got Baxter. It's a good story. Definitely compatible. He spoke to me before we ever met. I didn't know that's what was happening, but it was. So at the time I got Baxter, I was living in Mobile. My daughter was living in Tuscaloosa. So we were 3.5 hours apart. And I love you too, Candy Lover. Thank you for checking in on me. And the girl that we got the puppies from is halfway between us. She literally lives halfway between us. Yes, it is very soft. Anyway, she called me that day and she said, Mom, she had was renting a house that was pet friendly. She said, Mom, really want to get a dog. And I said, well, Paula's got some puppies available. And she said, really? Paula's on my Facebook and she's a friend of mine. She does miniature Aussies. She does toy poodles and but I've known her forever. I've known her actually through our horse stuff more so than her dogs. We used to do horsey stuff together back when I was real involved with horses. But at any rate, she lives in like Podunk, Alabama, but it happens to be literally halfway between Mobile and Tuscaloosa. And I said, I think she's got some puppies. And she said, oh, really? And I said, yeah. And so and sure enough, she did. So I messaged Paula and I'm like, and so me and Abby both left and met each other halfway at the halfway point at her house. And we were going to get Abby a dog. I had no intention of getting a dog for myself. Zero intention. I was going there to get Abby a dog. That was it. That was my intention. And so I was in the car driving. I was by myself. She was driving to meet me. I was driving to meet her. And I was just bebopping along. And all of a sudden I heard Baxter. And I went, what? And, animals always give you their names. And I'm like, well, her dog must be telling me the name. And so I called Abby, she's in the car and I called her and I said, hey, I said, look, I said, Does the name Baxter mean anything to you? Have you gotten that? And Abby's actually psychic too. And she said, no. She said, I was thinking about either this or this or this for a name, but she says, I haven't got a name. And I said, well, you need to name this dog Baxter. I mean, I was insistent. And she said, Mom, I don't think that's the name that I want to use. And I just was like, and then I finally said, well, I need to back off because I can't tell her what to name her dog. But at the same time, I knew it was a download. And I was like, why am I getting this name? So we get there. And we got there about the same time. And we're just sitting in Paula's floor playing with puppies. And Baxter would not leave me alone. He was like in my face. He was like, it was the craziest thing I had ever seen. Well, I liked Baxter. Abby liked Baxter and she liked another puppy and she couldn't figure out between the two. And so I told her, I said, well, pick whichever one you want. And she picked the other puppy who she has. He's an amazing little Gemini himself. But anyway, she picked him. And I looked at Baxter and I looked at Paula and I looked at Abby and I said, I have to take this dog home. And I did. And I knew then that that was why I got that name. That was Baxter. So that's my Baxter story. That's how I got Baxter. I couldn't leave him there, no. And he didn't want me to leave him there. And what's so funny is whenever he was interacting with me, I thought, oh my God, he is going to be very high energy, because he was acting that way to try to get my attention. I thought he was going to be so high energy. And he is the most chill dog. He is really pretty chill. He's always been chill. Like he's just been a chill dog. He's real laid back. But he was like, you're my mama. Yeah. It's like he knew he had to get my attention. I know. I think back, and he was so tiny too. He was just little. He's a big back now. Yeah. Isn't that a cool story? I know, right? I love that story. Love it. And what's funny, after it was all said and done, my daughter said, I knew you were going to get a dog tonight. I said, I told you. I said, why did you think that? I wasn't planning on getting a dog. I had no intention. And she says, I knew you were going to get a dog. I knew you were going to leave with a dog too. She said, I felt like I was going to get a dog, but I knew you were going to get a dog. I said, really? She said, yeah. She said, in fact, when you called me in the car and you said Baxter and you're like, I got that as a download, Abby. She said, I knew that was your dog's name. I'm like, are you kidding? She said, yeah, but I didn't want to tell you. Yeah, right. Green Eye Devil is great. It was just great. And I had many of those moments that first week or so where I'm like, what have I gotten myself into? It was the best thing ever. It was the best thing ever. Yeah, it's like we are so in a vibe. You absolutely will find and I've had a lot of important pets over the years. Gabrielle, I could tell you some stuff about some of my pets that would just, I did, Uncle L. You're thinking about Edgar. Edgar was an Aussie who was an amazing dog. And Edgar was like a soulmate type energy too. We had this bond, and I really can't explain it. But Edgar, I adopted Edgar, and he had epilepsy, bad epilepsy, and we tried to manage it, and he kept having I lost Edgar in 2019. Yeah, like an Australian Shepherd, yeah. And he would have seizures. And there was this one night that he started seizing in the middle of the night, and he kept seizing, and there's really nothing you can do. And so I called, and it was like 2 o'clock in the morning, and I called Abby's daddy. Abby's daddy lived about like 10 minutes from me. And I knew I couldn't get Edgar to the car because he was seizing. And he's like this, 60-pound dog, and he's seizing, like he's having a grand mal seizure. So I knew I couldn't get him to the car to take him to the vet. And that's funny because he is around, believe it or not. Baxter's a miniature Aussie, which is interesting, Uncle L. But anyway, Edgar was seizing really badly. And so Jay flew over there in the middle of the night, and I was in the back seat with him. He helped me get him to the car. We took him to the emergency vet. He was still seizing in the car, and he passed away in my arms in the back of the car, seizing. But that's why you see him. He's around, Uncle L. He was 2.5 when he died. Wow. He was 2.5 when he passed away. But I lost him in 2019. I lost him actually before I started my channel. It's okay. It was just hang on. Abby was trying to log in to do the insurance, and she was trying to get a code from me, and they sent it. Yeah, Mandela effect. Yeah, he was very young, and that was why it was so hard. And it was just, I still have trouble talking about him just because. You probably did see him, Uncle L. You probably did. He was a sweet dog. Oh, yeah, he's a sweet dog. My horse, I had a very special bond with one of my horses as well. But I had a Siberian Husky that I had a real tight bond with before. But I swear that Siberian Husky and I, it's like we had telepathy. Oh, okay. The brown and white dog. And you know what, Uncle L? The brown and white dog, he was like brown and white, and then he had caramel or he had like the chocolate brown and caramel. And I used to call him my little Reese's peanut butter cup. I did. I called him my little Reese's peanut butter cup. Was he kind of lassie looking? I'll see if I can find a picture of him, Green-Eyed Devil. I'll see if I can send it to you. Lord, I got so many pictures on here, it's not even funny. He looked like Baxter in the face, except he was tricolored. Lassie was a collie. Lassie was a rough collie. They have smooth coated and they have rough collies, and he was the rough collie, which was like long haired. Let me see if I can find Edgar. Edgar was pretty. He was handsome. He was a sweetheart. Lordy mercy, what in the hell? Where are you, Edgar? Okay, I gotta go back. Back. Oh, okay, hold on. There he is. I'm sending it to you, Green Eye Devil. This is Edgar. I'm gonna send you this, Uncle L, and you tell me if this. Hang on. I'm gonna send you this picture. I just sent it to you, Uncle L. You had a collie named Liza. Oh, how did I put the name Edgar? When I adopted him from the people I adopted him from, he that's funny. That's funny. But they named it, they had already named him Edgar. And I liked it because I like Edgar Allan Poe. That's him. That's who you saw. Isn't he a cutie pie? Look, I did that picture in black and white too. That's a good picture in black and white. Hang on. All right. And then I'm going to send it to you, Green Eye Devil. But that's he's who you saw. That's my Edgar boy. Edgar was like very like he could see stuff. He was very into things. That is so cool. That is so cool. He was sitting in the room with you last year when you were reading. Oh, I believe it. Edgar was just, he was funny too. He was funny. Edgar was funny. Right? What a Friday night. I could have sworn I saw you interacting with him. That is interesting. That's crazy. Yep, Green Eye Devil. Massive energy. You're right. You're right. That's crazy. Is your power still out, Uncle Lil? He's rubbing sticks together so he can cook. Oh my gosh. I laughed whenever you were live earlier, Uncle L, and they said, "Oh, you can cook too." And I'm like, he's a Taurus. Of course he can cook. It's like in their DNA, man. My daughter can cook so well. She can make anything. She's a good cook. Tauruses usually can cook. The kitchen is his bedroom. Laying in bed with the candles on. Oh, a little bit of self-care time. Keep it classy. Keep it classy. Don't act like a heathen. Oh, God. I can cook. I just don't do it very often. I like to cook, but I don't cook often either. It's dumb because I live by myself. So I'm like, why? And I'll have leftovers and they'll ruin before I can eat them all. My pants are still on. That's funny. Tauruses are cannibals. Abby doesn't like steak though. She doesn't. She's not much of a meat eater. She'll eat chicken sometimes or crab meat. But she doesn't like beef very much. She will eat beef and tacos or something like that, or spaghetti, steak and booty. What? He's eating cow butt. That's funny. What? What? He's a goober. What do you want? What do you want? He's such a goober. He wants beer. What? He just wants some attention. You want some attention? Are you a goober? Are you a goober? He's a goober. He's a goober. I don't want you to French kiss me. Baxter, you want a beer? You want a beer? Come here, you want a beer? He's looking at me like, what is that? Right, green-eyed devil. You want me to tell you, you want to see him react? This is going to be mean. I shouldn't do this, but Baxter, you want a treat? Yeah, he knows what that is. You want a treat? Where's your treat? Are you hungry? Now I have to get off because I have to go feed him because that's mean. Or do you want a beer? Do you want a beer? Do you? Are you thirsty? You want a beer? I tell you what he loves. He loves ice. I give him ice cubes. He loves them. Okay, I'm going. He has me trained. All right, y'all, I gotta go feed my dog because, right. I love y'all. I'll be listening out while I'm awake, Uncle. When are they saying the power's coming back on so you can do TikTok? Thank you, Gabrielle, for booking with me as always. Did they give you an estimated time of when the power's coming back on? I'm coming. You have no idea. Oh, that sucks. Oh, he is raising hell with me now. I have to go. I have been a bad mommy. I love y'all. I'll see you later. Bye, y'all. Have a good night.